Acculturation of Latin Americans in the United States. For Module 12, I studied the term acculturation and how it affects the health and social prosperity of Latin Americans. I found that if the medical community, as well as the American population, were to better incorporate acculturation towards Latin Americans, it would benefit the country as a whole. This made me question what strategies could be presented that would make it an easier transition for Americans to incorporate acculturation. I speculated that due to American history of cultural assimilation, with a history that inspired the rest of the world, we could learn to become even better at incorporating acculturation if it were to be greater emphasized in the American education system. The reason I ask is because I grew up on both sides of a border town, which was Laredo, Texas. And I've experienced firsthand the effects of being bicultural with Latin America and the perception it's given me of society through my firsthand experience, being enveloped in the culture and seeing what happens to those that can't assimilate, such as the inability to obtain a job or remain in school, as well as in the American society being ignorant to the cultural ideals of Latin Americans. I found that one of the main factors influencing acculturation is the ecological environment of oneself. This especially being their school system, which is mainly responsible for influencing opinions in regards to health and cultural exposure. For example, today, more advanced conceptions of acculturation recognize the role of context as a determinant of the acculturation process. I'll agree at 2009. Context is introduced by ecological conditions such as Latinos' place of residence, the size and form of a family unit, the school system, or the cultural features of an ethnic enclave. Bacala and Smokowski, 2009. Slot and Lauderdale, 2003. In this regard, context-specific behaviors may differentially influence the process of acclurative change. Barry, 1994. Also, the ability for a school to prevent students from dropping out is a direct representation of how that system implements acculturation in order to help its Latin American students assimilate into their surroundings. An improvement in acculturation nationwide could help eliminate unnecessary dropouts, which is in turn would benefit society in a multitude of ways. In this case, as indicated by segmented assimilation theory, the effect of low human capital coupled with exposure to bad school environments within a low-income barrio of East Los Angeles as a eco-developmental context can increase that child's probabilities of dropping out of school. Maria Lopez Class, Felipe Gonzalez Castro, Amelia G. Ramirez.